up front. He's very deep, at least too deep at every position of the defensive line.
First down 10. That's Alvin Kamara. Well, look at the differential between what they've done in the first quarter. They've fallen behind by at least 10 points in 4 of their 5 wins. The only one in which they led the whole way was the victory over Ohio University. Play action, Dobbs goes deep left side. A battle for the ball. It's ruled incidental contact. And it's incomplete, intended for Josh Malone.
Yeah, Donovan Wilson in coverage that time was one of the most valuable players on this defense. He plays part linebacker, part strong safety, part slot man-to-man. And John Chavis is compared him to the Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu when he had it at LSU, and number 15's in the game.
Garrett is at right defensive end. He takes an inside rush. They have to get rid of it quickly, which they do. And Kamara still runs fast. Still going.
And A&M has it. How about that?
Armani Watts having a wonderful season again. Stripped it out.
I mean, they just yanked it out. You're right, but right at the end of this, I mean, we talked about Kamara, what a valuable football player he is for this team. No one really judges his speed, and then right at the end, number 23 just takes it away from him, bobbles it, and then they get it back. By the way, we talk about John Chavis and an impact a coach can have. That's now the 23rd forced fumble since Chavis came to Texas A&M. That's third most in the Power 5 conferences. He teaches it, he preaches it, and his team now A&M is doing it.
And that negates a 55-yard Alvin Kamara run. Keeper, Knight, and he can do this and do it well. He was the Davey O'Brien Player of the Week, Quarterback of the Week in their win against Arkansas.
This was
as much on the ground as in the air.
This was a keep all the way. Keeping this ball, he knew he was going to do it. He had the arc block to the outside. I'll tell you, I came within about an inch of Kyle Phillips not forcing him out, and he could have gone another 20 yards.
Sweep again. This is Keith Ford. Now he's another transfer from Oklahoma. He sat out a year. Both of these men played in an Oklahoma win over Tennessee a couple of years ago. Second down, 6. Knight. Boom. Derek Barnett again.
It was a poor snap that time, and that threw off the play. But if you give Derek Barnett a half a second too much, he's going to make the play. It was coming off the blind side, low snap. That forces Knight not to be able to stay on the play, and everything from there just went downhill fast. I think the running back was supposed to pick up Barnett. It was supposed to be a play-action pass. Nothing happened, and it was going to be disaster from the time the ball landed low.
Third down, 15. 3 down linemen. They blitz and bring 6. Screen pass. Got it. Perfect. This is Keith Ford.
Oh, man. He got the minimum, Keith Ford did. Alvin Kamara took the screen pass and went 55 yards. Keith Ford got as little as he could get. He ran right into the tackle.
And then Malik Foreman got up and made the stop.
I mean, if you're the offensive coordinator, Noah Mazzoni here, their guy gave him a screen pass and he went for 55. I gave you the exact same thing, Keith, and you got the minimum. It's going to force a punt.
Malik Foreman is down, and we will take a time. Hurricane Matthew out to beat LSU at Florida. Tripuka And here goes Josh Smith going right. Oh, he got a terrific block, and then there's a great tackle.
Well, that's back-to-back time that the punter was jostled. This time, Kevin Sumlin is outside the numbers arguing about it. He said, all right, I gave you the first one. I'm not giving you the second one. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, he took his legs away from him, drove the blocker right into him that time. Josh Smith does a great job of getting outside with the help of the block that Vern talked to you about. Just got his head across the body. Good call, but that one could have been called.
Yeah, and Sumlin is now back on the bench, but he was quickly out to ask why no penalty. It's first down following the Josh Smith return. Kamara goes right. And let's get an update on Malik Foreman. Here's Al.
Vern, Foreman was pointing to the right side of his neck, and he said to the athletic training staff, it hurts right there. They had him hold both of his fists up in the air, and they tried to push down both fists, and he couldn't provide any resistance on the right wrist. So there's something going on with the right side of his body. He keeps adjusting his neck. They did take his helmet away.
All right, thank you, Allie. Second down 5. Here's Dobbs. One-on-one. And he slips the tackle. Jawan Jennings, have you heard that name in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, Vern, just one look at this punt just to settle everybody down. I think this is a good no call. Watch the Tennessee player push his man back into the punter. And it's actually the A&M player that falls into his leg.
It was Derek Barnett who forced that contact and pushed the defender into Trabuco.
You know, 7-0, Tennessee behind. If I'm a Tennessee fan, I'm still out cutting the grass. I mean, I don't really need to see this, you know. I just come in when I know the game's going to be. It's like watching an NBA game when you do the Tennessee Volunteers this year.
There's a nice run by John Kelly. And just to reiterate, not to belabor the fact, but Jalen Hurd did not make the trip. And so Kamara is going to get most of the action, but Kelly is the backup. This time on first down, it's Kelly again. He's out of the Detroit area. John Kelly, number 4.
It's Sean Washington, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
Texas A&M.
And Washington in real pain as he gets to the Aggie huddle. Here's Sean Washington. Time has been called.
And this is a mentally tough football team right now. It's not pixie dust. It's mental toughness.
First down. Dobbs has it. Boy, he can rumble. Look at that cut. Look at him use a teammate. Joshua Dobbs inside the 5.
I think it was a guy, Weissman, number 71. Oh, I'll tell you, on this play, the defensive end, number 40, Jarrett Johnson, was right there to make the play. He did exactly the way he was taught, but he does not have the speed to make the play. I think A&M is going to have to attack that mesh point. Sitting back and waiting for Josh Dobbs to make a play, you don't have enough speed to stop that guy.
Player down at the 7. It's Dylan Wiseman. Colin Thomas is the new center, number 55. It's first and goal. Out of the spread. And Dobbs up.
Watch out.
Watch
out.
Reverse. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Tennessee. He threw it to Joshua Dobbs. They have collaborated on that play before.
Yeah. Of course, Jawan Jennings, a high school quarterback, recruited as a quarterback, came in and they said, yeah, we recruited you as a quarterback, but you're so good, we're getting you on the field. And you can see that great play by Mike DeBoer, the offensive coordinator. He said, we're not fooling around. We remember Arkansas having trouble scoring. We're going for it right away.
Aaron Medley with the extra point to tie this. Cuts it inside the upper left upright.
Well, Dobbs fakes as if he's communicating over there. Then he stands, goes out for a pass, and around the end, it's almost like a two-point play that you might say. But when you're behind 7-0 and you want to get points right away, the worst thing Tennessee thought could happen would be a goal line stand. They went for it.
And they have tied it up here in College Station, Texas. And Speedy Noyle is the deep man along with Jeremy Tabuya. And this will be Noyle, and it will sail over his head. And go for a touchback. Let's check in once again with Ali.
Very Wiseman is extremely distraught. He has a towel hanging over his head. When he got back to the sidelines, he could barely make it past the first bench. He had to sit down. He was very emotional. The team even took a light and shined it in his eyes, going through different steps and making sure that he's okay. He did not even look up when Tennessee scored the touchdown. That's how distraught he is right now.
Ali, thank you. From the 25, first down and 10.
Might be some dizziness, too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know about distraught, but ding, dizzy, and right now I'm trying to find where he's at.
Let's threaten. Knight. Oh, boy. Intended for Josh Reynolds. No good.
That's one of those RPOs that Noel Mazzoni has brought to the offense. You got an offensive line, run-pass option. You got 9 guys running a running play, and the quarterback and the receiver running a pass play. Could not hit Josh Reynolds.
Knight is 4 of 8 throwing the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, big hole. Travion Williams. Wow.
I thought he was the speed back. Watch him finish this run. Getting outside, good blocking that time, especially at right tackle, Elmore, number 72. Getting in there and did not play last week. Came back and got the block there, but watch the finish on this run. He runs right. Oh.
That's Emmanuel Mosley.
Gotta give Mosley credit, though.
You
He
bet.
stayed in there. He might be going out now, but he stayed in there for one play. He stayed in there to make the tackle. A lot of guys shy away from that. He did his job, and now he's sitting it out either with cramps or maybe